Hey everyone, it's Alyssa from Planet Alyssa. I'm here with this week's What I Sold on Etsy video, and I know by the time I get it uploaded, I don't even know if it'll still be Friday, but no, I've just been running around all day, and so I'm just now getting around to making the video, and then I gotta run to the post office. So I'm not even gonna probably get it all done. And the dog is barking because he wants to go for his walk, so that's just the kind of day it has been, but it's good busy. And I had a good week on Etsy. I didn't quite make my goal, but I came very close. I sold 15 items this week for a total of $194 on Etsy. So obviously not too many higher priced items, but a whole bunch of different items. A couple of those were people who bought multiple items, and so I will go ahead and show you each of the items that sold and how much they sold for, and then keep in mind, as always, that the price is just the selling price of the item, so it doesn't include any shipping fees paid by the buyer, and doesn't include any fees that I paid to Etsy or to purchase the item. But without further ado, here is everything that sold this week on Etsy. First item I sold this week was this crewel embroidery kit, which sold for $12. Kind of ornate flower design, different colors there. I think I picked this one up not too long ago at a rummage. Whoops, I'm dropping things. I think I picked this up at a rummage sale. And I sold another one of these mini pennants this week, this one from Pennsylvania. It sold for $8. This was kind of cool. I'd never come across one of these before. This was the first one I've found out there. It sold for $25. What it is it's from Tupperware, but it's like a craft kit, like a toy craft kit called Snap Picks. And it's like little pegs that you put into plastic pegs that you put into like a plastic peg board. And I guess, I don't know if they had different series, but this was the Friends of the World, so this was the Holland one from that series. And this was my only international sale of the week. It wasn't going to Holland. It was going to Australia, I believe. Okay, the person who bought this item also bought the next 4 items that you're going to see. She got this set of wooden trivets, which sold for $15. It was a set of 3 of them. Picked this up, I believe, in the spring at a rummage sale. And then she also got this mini paper mache tray, just a very small size tray, which also came from a rummage sale. I'm thinking the same rummage sale, but not the same time, like the previous year or something like that. But this one sold for $10. And then she also got this souvenir cup from Illinois. It's a tin cup that has like printed illustrations all around it. It sold for $10. She bought this vintage pin or brooch, sold for $6 with the flowers on it. I'm thinking this might have come from that same rummage sale. I think it did come from a rummage sale. I'm not sure if it came from that one. And then finally, she also bought this creamer. It's a Mikasa ceramic stone creamer, I think. And I don't remember where I got this one because I've had it a while. I actually had it with a sugar bowl. I originally had them both listed together, and I think somebody wanted just the sugar bowl, so I decided to break up the set. One lesson from this sale: if you're going to be buying multiple things from someone, say on Etsy or eBay or anywhere, always ask about, combined shipping or shipping discounts or anything like that. Because, we try to estimate things as a seller, but especially when you're combining items, it's really tough to estimate. It's usually going to cost, less money, especially when they're smaller things like this, like nothing too big. So, I was able to ship it for a lot less than what it, like when she added the items to the cart, I don't know what it came up as, but, basically I could ship all these things to her for six bucks. I mean, she was right in the same state as me, so it didn't have to go too far. But yeah, always ask. And, people, when you're, sellers, when you're, offering to buy a bunch of things for them, they're probably going to, even give you a discount on it, just because, we like when people buy a lot of stuff. And I sold this item and the next item that you are going to see to a different buyer. She bought 2 items. This is a little Cub swing line stapler, so mini size vintage stapler. I think I got that at a thrift store, but like a long time ago. And then this is just a tiny little lantern, like a little oil lantern, sold for $12. And this is something I picked up at a rummage sale back in the spring. This is a mini Peanuts Charlie Brown little plaque with a funny little saying on it. Sold for $10. I'm trying to think of where I picked this one up. I didn't get it too long ago, I feel like, but I can't remember where I picked it up. Sorry, guys. And then I sold this vintage new old stock Caboodles makeup organizer, cosmetic case, whatever you want to call it. Sold for $30. This is something I picked up at a thrift store not very long ago. I want to say like a month or so ago. And I didn't get this too long ago either. It's you know, a vintage shoe box kit, whatever you want to call it, the wooden you know, hinge box that you would keep your shoe shine and stuff in. This sold for $25 and I picked it up at a church sale, rummage sale, whatever you want to call it. This is a tin, a round tin, like sphere shaped tin, in the shape of Santa Claus, sold for $15. Chine, I think, was the maker on this, and I picked this up at a rummage sale, but I've had it kind of a while. It was definitely a while ago that I picked this one up. It's made it through one Christmas, I know that, before selling, but it did sell this year, so that's cool. And finally this week, I sold this vintage letter opener. It's a souvenir from Niagara Falls, sold for $12. And it's plastic. It's like made of a celluloid plastic. And honestly, I can't remember where I picked this one up. Might have been a thrift store. Thank you everyone for watching. I put out these videos every week showing the different vintage items I've sold in my Etsy shop, Planned Alissa. And then when I do have time, which I don't have today, but when I do have time, I try to get some other videos out to you on selling online and selling elsewhere online too, and haul videos and that sort of fun stuff. But anyway, I will see you all again soon. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you have an even better week next week, and sell lots of stuff. Happy selling, everyone!